This means I'm gonna have to pull this out to try to unclog it. And when I do, it's gonna shoot everywhere, make a big mess. It's gonna make a big mess. Oh, mother. Ah. Well, there we go. Oh, I'm soaked. Great. Oh, that is disgusting. You're kidding me. Boy, that sounds like a starter that's actually trying to start. That does not sound like a dead battery. You're joking, man. Are we serious right now? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. If you guys are getting tired of the C4 Corvette, don't worry. Here very shortly, we're going to be bringing in the International Harvester, and we're going to try to get some brake work done on it. Hopefully, with some easy and relatively cheap repairs, we're going to get the brakes working. Going to be able to take it maybe on a 10-mile run, and then it's probably going to go to Mako. So stick around, because we're almost finished with the Corvette to the point where I think we might be able to take it on a drive. Now, yes, I know what you're thinking. We already took it on a drive, and it did okay. The goal this time is to have it do a lot better. When we took it on the 10-mile run, it had practically no brakes. It didn't even really want to go, and it slid all over the road as if we were driving on glass. I ended up finding out why it was riding like that. It was sketchy at best. Turns out these are run-flat tires, which explains why I'm having such a hard time getting them off of the wheels. They are hard as a rock because they are over 20 years old. In fact, if I remember correctly, these are like 24-year-old tires. I can push these in. These are pliable. The back ones are absolutely not. So in the last video, we got quite a bit done. I did end up ordering a new seat bottom. I had a lot of you tell me not to do that, but I did. I just ordered a new seat bottom and it cost me like $300. Then I ordered a new programmer for the heat and air conditioning unit. A lot of you said try to fix the old one. I thought about it. I don't want to take any chances and I don't want to play any games. So I went ahead, instead of just replacing the capacitors, I bought a reman/rebuilt / probably $2 spent replacing the capacitors unit. So we'll have one of these, and that should, in theory, fix the climate control. So the goal in this video is hopefully to get that secondary cooling fan working that we were messing with in the last video. Without both cooling fans working, when the air is running especially, the car is going to get hot. We have to replace the rear tires. We got to clean up the rear wheels, and we've got to drain the coolant. I'm dying to see what's in this coolant. So why don't we get started? I think we're going to do the easy thing first. We also got to change the coolant temp sensor that was broken when we got the car as well. I think what I want to do right now is start with the wheels and tires. Let's get this back end up in the air. Let's get these off, and let's get back to the tire changing machines. Now, I've saved us all a bunch of time. I've already removed the cores, got the wheels off the car. Now we're just going to try to break these down. These are really wide, guys. I got a hunch this is going to be even harder than the last time. And the size of these are a 40 series, so even more low profile than the last ones. Great. I've already taken the wheel weights off as well. Let's see if we can... It's so hard. There we go. Boy, man. Wow. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That is no joke. I ain't gonna lie, guys. These are kind of a challenge. I was gonna try. Never mind. I was gonna try this pry bar, but I think it's just too thick. We'll go with the factory tool that they sent us. See if we can. Oh my goodness! Wow. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Let me scoop by. Oops, sorry, guys. Oh, God, dang, man. Wow. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna lie. That's wild, guys. The amount of force it takes to pop these things off is just, it's crazy. Come on. It's not popping up over it. Oh, come on. Pop up over it. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to get in here and help her out a little bit, guys. Whoo! Come on. Wow. You guys think I'm kidding? I am not. This is incredible. This is incredible. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Woo! There we go. Out you go. My goodness. That was a lot more work than the last ones were. And we're back with another relatively clean looking wheel. And I noticed on the inside, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but it tells you what side of the car this goes on. Left hand. So there's no way of mistaking which side these go on. 17.2 by 9.5 by 5.6. All right, well, this is as clean as these are gonna get, guys. They don't look too bad, but honestly, they're not great either. Let's sit it back down here, lock her back down in place, and then the fun begins. How hard is it going to be to get these mounted? So I'm going to lube up this wheel. I mean, the more the merrier, guys, because this stuff needs to be slippery, you know what I mean? And then we're going to do the same thing to the tire. And don't forget the valve stem. Are you guys getting tired of watching me do tires yet? How about this? I won't make you watch the other one. All right, when I do the next one, I won't make you guys watch it. All right, well, you know the routine by now. Boy, these things barely even fit on here, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, oh. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. This is kind of a problem, if I'm being completely honest with you. These tires. There we go. Now I know I probably got in your way on that a little bit, guys. That was a freaking bear. I can't wait to do the next one. Let me tell you, I'm so freaking excited. All right. It ain't gonna get any easier either. So we gotta up and here we go. This is gonna be the 2 crowbar method like we did the other day. This is it's not particularly fun, but it gets the job done. So I'm telling you guys, that was not fun, but we got it done, man. That's at the end of the day, it's all that matters, right? We got her done. I had a lot of you tell me not to worry about setting the beat at 40 psi. I've had so many of you tell me like 50, 60 psi is fine. You also told me leave the rim attached. Don't undo it so that if something pops, it doesn't like blow up in your face. There we go. Hear it cracking and popping? Hopefully this thing sets like it's supposed to. We're getting better. There we go. There we go. We're getting better at this, guys. We're getting a lot better at this. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but we're getting there. Get that core in. Double check the pressure. I want these to be right around 30 psi. Perfect. Seriously, getting the hang of this is making me feel a lot more confident. Let's move over to the tire balancing machine. Let's see if we can get this one balanced out. All right, we're gonna go aluminum on this, just like we did yesterday. And it's gonna be aluminum 2, I believe, for this, because we're not gonna use the actual weights, we're gonna use the stickies. This tool right here actually measured 10 when I measured the rim width. What's interesting about that, though, is, yeah, this points to 10 right on the money. And this is not a 10-inch wide rim. It's a 9.5. So I don't know if I should go by this or go by that. I think I'm just going to go by, I'm going to go by the tool that they sent with me, okay? So we've got 4.5 out. We've got 10-inch in diameter. We've got a 17-inch tall rim. We're going to start. And because Michelin, these things should come out pretty good. Minimal weights, right? The wheels are not bent. Pfft, easy peasy. 1/2 ounce and 1/4 ounce. 1/2 ounce is going to be the last 2 that I have on this right here. So let's do the inside first. Again with the 12 o'clock position right there. Get it on the inside at 12 o'clock. There's a little ridge here. Just make sure you get it on the other side of that. Otherwise, this thing's not going to stick. All right, here we go. Should be good right there. Just hold it on for a second. Let it adhere properly. Next, we're going to need a 1/4 ounce weight. And right there. That's going to be one single solitary. I love how well these things are balancing out. The trick is going to be, though, when we take these things down the road, are they going to be good or not? So again, this one's going to go on the inside, get it 12 o'clock position, and push start. And with any luck, everything comes back all zeros. If we did it right, it's all zeros now. And the verdict is 0.25. That happens sometimes. So get it right there. Let's see if it's happy this time. Hopefully it's all zeros now. And then we can do this perfect. 0, 0, everything is happy. Another one down. We got one more left to go, guys. And I can't tell you how excited I am to do this last one. I'm not going to have you guys watch me, though. I think you've suffered enough through my tire changing ordeals here. It's been fun, but there's only so many times you can watch me do the same thing with tires and probably still be interested. So we're going to move on to the cooling system, but I want to make sure you guys knew, hey, this system right here, and check it out, this system over here, you can get these right now. There's a 4th of July sale going on. There's a special code that gets you $200 off. These things are like $2 grand, guys. $2 grand for a tire machine and a balancer machine. Going to be hard to beat that. I'm going to put a link directly below this video. I highly recommend, if you're a DIY type of guy or gal, go out there and get you these right now. They're going to make your life a whole lot easier. They're going to save you time. They're going to save you money. All right, time for the main event. She's got a full set of new shoes on. She's looking good, guys. Sitting a little high. She'll settle once we bring her down. But before we can do anything else, we got to address whatever's in this cooling system, which I'm assuming is very, very, very old. Really old. Deck's cool. I'm hoping, yeah, that comes out just fine. This is probably going to make a mess. It looks like it shoots down the side and it's going to come out a little hole. Hopefully it comes out this hole right here, because I'm going to try real hard not to make a big mess in here, but here we go. I've already got the radiator cap off. Uh-oh. Oh boy, is it clogged? You know what this means. This means I'm going to have to pull this out to try to unclog it, and when I do, it's going to shoot everywhere, make a big mess. It's going to make a big mess. Oh, mother. Ah. Well, there we go. It's freaking raining. Oh, I'm soaked. Great. Oh, that is disgusting. I called it. I did. Why don't you guys take a look, see what's coming out. She seems to be unclogged now, though, so that's good. That's nice. We made a huge mess all over. I mean, it's all the way back here. That thing shot out like a rocket, man. As I expected, it's disgusting. Oh, here we go. Wait. You gotta keep up with it here. That is gross. That is absolutely gross. Look at this. It's not even orange anymore. Okay, well, I wonder if this cooling fan is going to come back to life. I don't expect that it will, but it'd be nice if it did. Let's bring this down just a little more. Let her finish draining. I've got a... I wonder if I got another shirt inside because I'm absolutely soaked. Let me go try to find a shirt, wash this greasy crap off of my hands here. And when we come back, it should be done draining. And then I guess we can fill it up with water. So I decided to take a little bit of a break. I went inside and I watched the new Car Trek series 1 through 3. And I'm feeling a little bit better. So I cleaned up my mess, so don't call the EPA. It's not necessary. I cleaned up everything that was spilt on the ground there, guys. The car is dropped back down. The hood is open. I do not have any coolant in it, at least not yet. And I think I'm just going to put water in it. I think I want to flush water through this system, like maybe 2 or 3 different times. And then I think somewhere around time 3 is when I'm going to start running this Liquid Moly radiator cleaner. We'll run this for a while. I'll follow the instructions. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Removes deposit cooling system. Restores performance. Suitable for all coolings. Blah, 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 blah. Keep out of reach of children. That's all it says. Does not contain aggressive acids or alkalis and is acid neutralizing. Sufficient for 4 to 10 liters, 1 to about 3 gallons of coolant or water. So protects and cleans the entire cooling system. You know what? I think you just put this in. I don't think you have to flush this out. There's no instructions. I expected there to be some kind of directions with this. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get some flush and I'll use it. Right now, though, before we replace the coolant temp sensor, I have a quick question. Now that I know that there's 2 fans, there's one here and there's that lower one over there. I'm a little curious, if we were to start the car just for a brief moment with no coolant in it, would one fan come on or would both fans come on? That's all I want to know. You're kidding me. Boy, that sounds like a starter that's actually trying to start. That does not sound like a dead battery. You're joking, man. Are we serious right now? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. No, she's not running very well. That's all right. Check engine light came on immediately. I hear a cooling fan. Question is it one or is it both? That fan is definitely on. And then we have the secondary fan over here. I don't believe that one is on. No, that one is not spinning. That one may be for the air conditioning. So what we ought to do is plug in that little programmer and see if that secondary one comes on. That primary fan seems to be spinning really, really nicely though. I don't want to run it very long. Why don't we get in here real quick? Let's change this coolant temp sensor. It sits way down. Oh, yeah, it's way down under there. We'll change it real quick with this one, and that should fix the problem with the cooling fan coming on as soon as the engine is started. This little bad boy, almost said bastard. This little bad boy, right? Whatever, I said it. Let's get this swapped out. You guys know what happened when I pulled that sensor out, right? Huh. Yeah, I should have thought about that. So, remember how I said I just got through cleaning up all that mess under there? Yeah, well, guess what? Oops! Gotta clean it up again. So here's the sensor. It came out of it, and you can see where it was broken on the end there. And I'm gonna have to pry this piece off of the connector because it's still stuck on it. We're gonna toss that in the garbage. We're gonna take the new one. This one already comes with like thread sealer on it, which is really nice. You got to get down here, kind of hard to see. In fact, you guys ain't going to be able to see. For that matter, I don't even remember where the hell this thing came from. It's somewhere. Let's see if you can see my hand. It's somewhere down here. There it is. There it is right there. Well, we done did it now, guys. So there it is. Screw it in, and then we've got to fix this connector that's sitting right here. All right. Here's that piece of broken connector that I got off. That's fixed. I have filled up the cooling system with water. I did bleed the cooling system as well using the bleeder screw. And she's full. She's bled. So I guess we could probably go ahead and fire it up. Let's open the door so we don't die of exhaust. And let's see what it does. Check engine light hopefully goes out now. And the cooling fans should not come on unless we command air conditioning, which I'd have to plug in my module. No check engine light. Hopefully that airbag light goes out. Yep. So we have a service ASR, service ABS, and service ride control. The ASR and ABS are probably related. The ride control, I have no idea. Oh, listen to those sticky tires. Ooh, she's gonna ride great. She's running great. Runs perfect. Listen to this exhaust. Boy, do I have a mess to clean up under this car. It sounds wonderful. As I said, cooling fans are not running, but if we were to plug in, where'd my module go? I lost it. Yes, right here. If we were to plug this module back in, let's take those out. It should kick on the air conditioning and that should turn on the cooling fans. With any luck, both of them are spinning because you need both fans. With that said, if you take a look at what came out of the cooling system, you'll understand that coolant was no longer capable of doing its job. This is supposed to be bright orange Dexcool. Now, while I'm happy that it's not rusty looking, that is not orange anymore. That's something else. And it is antifreeze. It's 100% antifreeze. But that is like some old, rotten Dexcool, man. That's some bad stuff. So, we'll run some water, and then we'll drain it. And then we'll run some more water, and then we'll drain it. Then, we'll put some flush in it. Then we'll drain it. And ultimately, we'll end up coming back with Dexcool coolant. I'm gonna plug this in real quick. Let's see if we can get the air conditioning to come on, and then hopefully the cooling fans come on with it. As expected, air conditioning came on as soon as I plugged that in. AC is on. I hear the compressor clutch spinning, cycling. There it is. Primary cooling fan is definitely running. Now all we gotta do is go over to the secondary fan over here. and see if it's running. It's probably not, but it was frozen solid and I freed it up. No, that secondary fan is not running. So that's unfortunate. Looks like the fan on this side is burned up. I'm not sure what's involved with changing these fans. It may not be that bad. Hell, I don't know. There's a lot of AC stuff over here, though. It looks like you would take the air cleaner and the intake tubing off, and then take this cap off, and everything should come out from right there. Maybe it's not as bad of a deal as it looks like everything comes out from the top. We'll definitely need to replace that cooling fan. That's a must. These cars run hot naturally from the factory. Ooh, that is cold air. Where's it coming out of? Oh, the defroster. It's coming out of the defroster. I'm surprised it works at all. I mean, it does. Let's unplug it. We don't need this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to see how this thing reacts once it gets up to temperature. The cooling fan should come on like it's supposed to, and that should be enough to cool it back down. The secondary fan is not something I have to worry about immediately, but it's something we got to take care of, guys. Along with this mess, there's a pool completely underneath this car. Let's see if we're building any pressure on the cooling system yet. Not yet. Thermostat's not even close to opening yet either. No, still nice and cool. Guys, I'm gonna let her sit here and just kind of do her thing for a little while. We're gonna let her get up to operating temperature, make sure it doesn't overheat, and then I'm gonna clean up this mess and I'm gonna go home. So I decided to check some fuses, and I found a little hidden fuse box under the hood. If anybody knows what this 40 amp goes to, drop a comment below and let me know. That 40 amp is under the hood, and you got a 20, a 30, a 30, a 30, then a 40, then a 60, 60, and a 20. How much you want to bet this goes to that fan? I'm just saying, I got a hunch this might go to that little fan. Cooling fan kicked on, good pressure on the cooling system. Everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I got the tape player to work, and I'm playing Meatloaf. Let's turn that off. By the way, you can eject it, and look, spits the tape right out. The tape player works perfect. Take a look at the gauges. Everything looking really good. Temperature gauge is honestly way better than it was before, because before this thing was pegging out right on the hot mark, and everybody's telling me that's normal, and I was like, maybe it is, I don't know. But what I know now is with fresh coolant, and even though that secondary fan is still not working, we got, well, fresh water in the system, got rid of the old coolant, one fan working, this gauge creeps up, cooling fan comes on, cools it right down. So I'm already seeing a huge difference. I need to know what that 40 amp fuse goes to. That is not a lightweight fuse, man. 40 amps is a lot of current. Oh, it tells you right here, dummy. Secondary cooling fan. Are you serious? Secondary cooling fan. Okay, so let's take a fuse that we don't need. We got a 20 amp, a 60, 40. We don't have anything else. It's a 40. We got power accessories, a 60 amp power accessory fuse. I'm not sure what the power accessory is. We're gonna snatch that real quick. And we're gonna put it with the secondary cooling fan. And I'm hoping that thing comes back to life. So power accessories, 20, it's this 60 right here. Or we're gonna blow it, one of the two. There we go. So 60 amps is too much. But I mean, it popped this fuse pretty damn good, so I'm not too worried about it. Let me plug in the air conditioning, and we'll find out if that secondary fan comes to life. Well, I hear the primary cooling fan kicked in. Let's see if anything else came back to life in here. Do we have anything working? Well, that's interesting. I plugged in that air conditioner module, which typically gives us 3 dashes across the screen. Oh, because I disconnected, that's why. Power accessories, which is probably got something to do with that control module. So I hear the cooling fan. That one is definitely blowing. Let's come over to the other side and see if the secondary fan is kicked in. I think this one's 4. Yes, it is. Wait. Wow, that thing was blasting. Good Lord. That one over there is just pumping out. Wow. I'm I think that fan is doing better than it's ever done before. I don't remember it pushing that much heat out of the engine bay. I don't think that secondary fan is working. I understand why the fuse was blown. The fuse was blown because that fan was frozen. It was locked up and it was sending power, and then it just overloaded the circuit because the fan wasn't actually moving. No, that fan is not working. Oh, that's unfortunate. If I'm not mistaken, that secondary fan is supposed to come on with the air conditioning. Well, you win some, you lose some, right? We got good pressure on the cooling system. I'm tempted to get in there with something. I don't want to stick my hand in there, but maybe we take like a screwdriver and just kind of, you know, tap it. Give it a little love tap. See if we can get that thing going. Probably gonna, come on. See, it spins, but she ain't doing nothing, guys. And now the main fan is kicked off. Yeah, see, the main fan I wouldn't think would be turning off because the compressor is running. That is the air conditioning fan, and that should be on. So she's dead. Now the only question is did we pop a fuse? If not, I'll go buy another fuse. I'm gonna buy one anyway, but I don't want to put it in just to pop it again, you know what I mean? So let's plug in my light here because she is dead as a doornail. I got a mess to clean up under here. It's nasty. There's that fan kicking on again. Let's pull this fuse out. Let's see if we blew it. Does not, no, we did not blow it. It's hard to see. The only way to tell for sure really is with a voltmeter. Do a little continuity test on her. No, that fuse is still good. Yeah, fuse is still good. So it didn't pop the fuse, that's good. We'll put it back where it goes. Tomorrow I'll get a proper fuse for this. Whew, this thing moves a lot of heat. Good Lord. We'll put this back together so that everything is nice and neat. Let's come in here and just take a quick peek at the temperature. Boy, that AC is cold. There, those dashes came back to life as soon as I plugged that in. That AC is nice, man. I ain't even kidding you. Guys, I'm happy with it. Here's my goal for tomorrow. First of all, let's shut these headlights off, get this battery juiced up. I'm gonna disconnect. There we go. I'm gonna disconnect this, toss it back in there. I've got another one coming. I've got a seat bottom coming. The goal for the next video on this, I think, is take it out for a proper test drive. I'd love to take this out with Nick. But before Nick drives it, I have to take it out and do the 10-mile run on the new tires, make sure everything is good. I don't want any problems. I don't want anything that could hurt him. So I'm gonna take it out on the 10-mile first, and then hopefully we can get Nick to take this thing for a drive. I'm wondering if he's gonna pick this car over the Charger. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it was me, I probably would. I very likely would. So here's the interesting thing about these seats. They can be swapped from driver to passenger. They're not specific to the driver's side or the passenger side. I could pull this seat out and stick it in the driver's side, and we could take it for a test drive and at least make sure it can do the 10-mile drive. And that's assuming, though, that I can get to the bolts. That I'm gonna have the same problem with this one I had with the other one. Yeah, we may just have to wait. Excuse me, we may have to wait for my parts to come in. I was hoping we wouldn't have to, but oh well. It is what it is. Guys, we got a lot done. The car's got the new tires on it. The car is staying cool now, which is something it didn't do before. We found that the cooling fan is 99% likely to be bad. We had a blown fuse to that fan as well. We got a lot done. The car's coming together nicely. The new seat should be here soon. I'm gonna sit around and decide if I want to pull apart the interior, because that's the only way I'm gonna swap out this entire harness. I'm gonna have to take all of this out. It's not that big of a deal. I just don't really want to, but it may come down to it. Let's take a look and see where that temperature gauge is at. Nice. I think I'm good to shut her down, guys. Take that key out, and there we go. I've had several people leave, you know, nasty comments. And by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have done really well about not coming back and being nasty to people in the comment section. But there's been some comments on this car. A lot of people said this car is not even worth 4,000 bucks. That you can go out and buy one just like it without a salvage title, clean condition, low miles for 5 grand. So I want you guys to do me a favor. I don't believe it, but I haven't had the time to check. Look around, see if you can find, let's just call it 50,000 miles. Anything 50,000 miles and under, but it's got to be a 94, 95, or 96, because those are the only years that came with the LT1. Everything else is the tuned port injection once you get back to 93 and below. So 94, 95, 96, 50,000 miles or under, must be a clean title. All right, look around and see if you can find one for under $5,000, because everybody has been telling me this car is worthless. I spent too much money on it. You can buy them clean title, clean condition, low mileage for 5 grand. I'm thinking probably not. I think these are just some trolls that are talking out of their backside, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Drop those comments down below. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.